Now coming up with the activities we can play with these charts. The first activity is a matching activity. My kid is super curious. He just pulls me and asks me what is this, what is that. Each child is different, so if your kid is not much interested in about the charts or the posters, all you have to do is buy two charts in each category. For example, if you're buying alphabet, buy two charts, one stick on the wall and the other one just you have to cut out all those A, apple, B, ball. You have to cut out each thing and you have to stick to that using a velcro. I think you can get an idea, or otherwise I'm giving an image for example. After doing that, your kids are going to be really excited and start to do the matching activity on their own. The second activity is picking up real life objects. As you're teaching the alphabets or the numbers using the charts, ask them to pick the real life things from your house. For example, A for apple, ask them to pick an apple. Just set out in a small tray all the things you can find in your house and ask them to pick it out from the tray. So it will be like hand-eye coordination and also make them relate to the real life objects. They are not only pictures but also available in real life. This will be a great learning for them. The third activity is find the missing order. All you have to do is, after repeating the alphabets or the numbers every day, at one point of time they will be drilled in and they will know what is this alphabet and what are the numbers. So the next time what you have to do is just hide one alphabet from them and ask them what is the next alphabet after I. So they have to say J, or give them counters like resources which are available like ABCD. Plastic counters will be available, so display them in a tray and ask them to pick out the missing alphabet. So they have to pick out. So the fourth activity is while you're reading books or any stories to them, when such words come up, tell them where is the apple present in the poster. They will easily connect it with the apple and the story. So there will be a joint connection with them. All these things, actually I didn't think it was all with my kid. When I was reading a story, there was some lion or something, so he immediately jumped and showed me in the poster. So there is a joint connection in the neurons, and we can make them really high by doing these activities by them. We can stimulate them. The fifth and the last activity is we have to ask them questions like this is the king of the jungle. If it roars, all the animals will get scared, and its roaring sound is really high and it will be heard to a long distance. Its baby is called a cub. What is the animal? So they have to say it as lion. So it stimulates talking also, and really relates to thinking. This is called critical thinking, and it really stimulates them about the activities and the food or whatever associated with that object. So a lot of information goes into your kids, and they will be really happy and enjoying with the education. 1. Clock. Where is the clock in our house? Where is the clock in our house? Over there. Correct. This animal lives in a den. This animal roars very loudly. This animal is called the king of the jungle. Its baby is called cub. What is this animal called? Lion. Lion. Very good. This fruit is red in color, and this fruit starts with a letter A. What is this fruit called? Very good. This animal is very big. It is the biggest land animal in the world. It has a long trunk. What is this animal called? It has a long trunk. Elephant. Very good. This fruit is yellow in color. It is very sweet to eat. It begins with a letter M. And the phonics is mango. Very good. Okay. This thing is used to communicate between people. They will take it and say hello. Hello. What is that thing called? Show me, what is that called? People pick it up and say hello. Hello. No. No. It's called telephone. Where is the telephone? Very good. Please do implement this in your kids' room or your room. It will be really effective. I'll be sharing, as I said, I'll be sharing videos on how to make your kids read phonetically very easily. So please do subscribe so that you don't miss out any video. Thank you and happy learning.